ShredMentor, challenge of the day, number 19. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of sweeping and a little bit of single string sequence, okay? And we're going to be following the E harmonic minor scale, and it goes a little bit like this. Okay, so what's basically going on there is a couple of different arpeggios. Mostly they're diminished seventh arpeggios, and what I'm kind of doing is I am outlining the minor thirds that kind of work out from the seventh to the second, from the second to the fourth, and the fourth to the sixth of this harmonic minor scale. All right, so I'm kind of using arpeggios that sort of line up to it. So right here, I'm actually starting at the lower note on that string. There's two notes, one note, and one note. So I'm basically starting at the lower note so that I can hammer on and pull off, and I'm basically doing a B major. It's a second inversion. All right, and then I'm basically doing another sequence, which is 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and that's all on the first string. All right, so I'm kind of starting with pick, stroke, downstroke, hammer on, pull off, up, and then down, down, down. And that sweep kind of turns into alternate picking really, really fast. So I'm kind of coming out of one continuous downstroke, and once I hit that first string, it's actually the first of another 6-note pattern. So that can be really tricky. But that's actually all I'm doing from a picking standpoint. Down, hammer on, pull off, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And then I'm going to slide to that last note that I played, but with the first finger. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but a different arpeggio. So this one's going to be a diminished seventh. I use all four fingers. This is kind of an Yngwie Malmsteen kind of bag of tricks type thing. The picking's the same though, so really let's just look at the frets now. It's going to be 14, 17, 14, and we're going to use the middle finger for 16 and the ring finger for 17. So, and then it's going to be 14, 17, 15, 14, 15, 17. So I would honestly, as far as the second half of each of these phrases, I would just go through the entire scale and just because that right there, that's the second half. We're basically just grouping two different sequences together. All right, so the last one is, and then just like we did before, I'm finishing on A with my pinky. I'm gonna slide up to A, and I'm gonna use 17 and 20, which is A and C. Okay, and I'm finishing on the B. All right, so basically this, where the notes are in relation to each other is the only thing that really changes, but I'm basically just following a B major arpeggio for this one. Here I'm doing a C diminished 7. And I'm using F sharp, G, and A. Here I'm using A, B, and C, but it's another, it's a D sharp diminished 7th arpeggio. And for a nice powerful finish in harmonic minor, I'm going up to the 5th of the scale, sliding from A to B. Right, and that's basically it. There's some finger changes that make this particularly difficult because, especially when you get to these diminished sevenths, if you use the fingering that I would recommend using, you do have a little bit of switching around. So especially this last one, you kind of have your middle finger and ring finger kind of coming over here for the sweep, and then you have to kind of switch to kind of really cramp together space. All right, so feel free to experiment with some other possible fingerings, but that's the basic idea. You give it a try, and I'll see you again tomorrow.